Easter is one of the most widely celebrated Christian holidays, commemorating the resurrection of Jesus Christ. However, beneath the familiar traditions of egg hunts, chocolate bunnies, and Sunday church services lies a complex history that many people are unaware of. The origins of Easter are a fascinating blend of ancient pagan rituals, biblical narratives, and cultural adaptations. In this article, we will explore the pagan roots of Easter and its connection to spring festivals, the Christian transformation of Easter and its biblical significance, the symbolism behind Easter eggs, bunnies, and other traditions, how different cultures celebrate Easter around the world, the true spiritual meaning behind the holiday. By the end, you'll see Easter in a whole new light, one that bridges history, faith, and tradition in ways you may have never imagined. 1. The pagan origins of Easter, a festival of spring and fertility. Long before Easter became a Christian holiday, ancient civilizations celebrated the arrival of spring with festivals honoring rebirth and fertility. The most notable influence comes from pagan traditions, particularly those of the Anglo-Saxons and Mesopotamians. A. The goddess Eostre and the name Easter. The very word Easter is believed to have originated from Eostre or Ostara, a Germanic goddess of dawn and fertility. The 8th century scholar Saint Bede wrote that the Anglo-Saxons held feasts in her honor during the month of April, which they called Eostermanath. Eostre was associated with spring, new beginnings, and light, themes that later merged with Christian resurrection symbolism. Some legends even claim that Eostre transformed a bird into a hare, which laid eggs, possibly explaining the Easter bunny and egg traditions. B. The Babylonian connection, Ishtar and Tammuz. Another theory links Easter to Ishtar, the Babylonian goddess of love and war. Her consort Tammuz was said to die and resurrect annually, mirroring themes of death and rebirth. Some historians argue that early Christians repurposed these pagan myths to make the resurrection of Jesus more relatable to converts. See spring equinox celebrations. Many ancient cultures, including the Celts, Greeks, and Romans, celebrated the spring equinox, around March 20th to 21st, as a time of renewal. The Romans had Hilaria, a festival of joy, while the Celts honored Eostre with eggs and hares, symbols of fertility. When Christianity spread across Europe, missionaries often merged pagan customs with Christian teachings to ease conversions. Thus, Easter absorbed many pre-existing springtime traditions. 2. The Christian transformation from Passover to resurrection. Sunday, while Easter has pagan influences, its core Christian meaning comes from the Passover story in the Bible and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. A. Easter in the Jewish Passover. Jesus was crucified during Passover. B. The Council of Nicaea and the date of Easter. Unlike Christmas, which has a fixed date, Easter is a movable feast. In 325 AD, the Council of Nicaea decided that Easter should be celebrated on the first Sunday after the first full moon following the spring equinox, tying it to both solar and lunar cycles. This is why Easter falls between March 22nd and April 25th. Each year. C. Why Resurrection Sunday replaced pagan festivals. The early church faced a dilemma. Should they reject pagan festivals outright or repurpose them? Leaders like Pope Gregory the Great encouraged missionaries to Christianize pagan customs rather than abolish them. Thus, spring festivals became Easter celebrations. Eggs, symbols of life, symbolize Jesus' empty tomb. Hares, fertility symbols. Easter bunnies representing new life. This strategy helps spread Christianity while allowing people to keep familiar traditions. 3. The hidden symbolism behind Easter traditions. Many beloved Easter customs have historical and spiritual meanings. A. Easter eggs, from pagan rituals to Christian symbolism. Ancient Persia and Egypt. People exchanged decorated eggs during spring festivals. Medieval Europe. Eggs were forbidden during Lent, so people boiled and painted them to celebrate the end of fasting. Christian meaning. The egg symbolizes Jesus' tomb, cracked open to reveal new life. B. The Easter bunny, a pagan fertility symbol. Germanic lore. Hares were sacred to Eostre because of their rapid reproduction. 18th century America. German immigrants brought the Kiki Osterhase, Easter hare tradition, where children made nests for eggs. Modern twist. The hare evolved into the Easter bunny, delivering chocolate eggs. C. Hot cross buns and the crucifixion. Ancient Rome. Sweet buns were offered to gods. Christian adaptation. The cross on the bun represents Jesus' crucifixion. D. Lenten fasting, 40 days of preparation. Early church practice. Mimicking Jesus' 40-day fast in the wilderness. Modern observance. Many Christians give up luxuries, like eggs, before Easter. 4. How Easter is celebrated around the world. Different cultures have unique ways of observing Easter. Spain, Semana Santa, features dramatic processions with hooded penitents. Greece, people must throw pots from balconies to symbolize renewal. Poland, Śmigus Dingus, involves playful water fights on Easter Monday. Ethiopia, Fasika, includes all-night church services and feasting. USA, egg hunts, parades, and the White House Easter egg roll. The true meaning of Easter: resurrection and hope. Beyond bunnies and eggs, Easter's greatest message is spiritual rebirth. Jesus' resurrection, proof of victory over death. 1 Corinthians 15:55-57. A promise of eternal life. Because I live, you also will live. John 14:19. A call to renewal. Just as spring brings new life, Easter invites personal transformation. Conclusion: a holiday of layers and legacy. Easter is more than just a Christian holiday. It's a fusion of history, faith, and culture. From pagan spring rites to the resurrection of Christ, it carries a universal theme of hope and renewal. So the next time you bite into a chocolate bunny or paint an egg, remember, you're participating in a tradition that spans thousands of years and countless generations. What do you think? Did you know about Easter's pagan roots? How does your family celebrate? Share your thoughts below.